Good morning students. In this video we will discuss about the different types of cell and cell division. Now children, on the basis of their nuclear organization, cells are of two types, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells by name means primitive type of cells. The word pro means primitive, which means old, and karyon means nucleus. So which have old type of nucleus, the primitive nucleus, these are prokaryotic cells. So they are the first one to exist on earth, and they are very primitive cells. These have no nucleus. Okay, so the content of the nucleus, what does the nucleus contains? The chromosomes and the DNA, the genetic material. So if in prokaryotic cells there is no nucleus, so the genetic material of the cell is spread there in the cell without the nucleus. They have no membrane bound organelles. All the important things are just spreading out in the cell as it is without any membrane. The examples are the unicellular organisms like bacteria, blue-green algae. These type of cells reproduce asexually by budding or fission, and these are the first type of cells on earth, as I said, and they are very small in size. So in prokaryotic cells there is no nucleus, or we can say that the nucleus is not well defined and it is not surrounded by a membrane. They have single chromosomes and they are lying naked in the cytoplasm. Naked means without any membrane. They are just spread out in the cytoplasm. Okay, so the organisms like bacteria, blue-green algae, which have a prokaryotic cells, are called as prokaryotes. Now, opposite to that is eukaryotic cells. The word eu means true and karyon means nucleus. They have a true nucleus like our plant and animal cells. They are the new type of cells. Okay, so these type of eukaryotic organisms have a true nucleus, like we have studied a plant cell and animal cell. They have membrane bound nucleus in which the genetic material and the chromosomes are well organized in a nucleus which is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. And they also have other membrane bound organelles, like we have studied Golgi bodies, ribosomes, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. They all have these organelles, and all other organisms except bacteria and blue-green algae have a eukaryotic cells, and their size is generally big. Okay, and they also include some fungi, protists, and animal cells. So the difference between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells is very clear. Prokaryotic cells have no nucleus, or if they have, it is not well defined. Eukaryotic cells have a true nucleus. Prokaryotic cells lack membrane bound organelles. Prokaryotic cells lack membrane bound organelles, whereas eukaryotic cells have membrane bound organelles. Examples are bacteria, blue-green algae for prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells like fungi, plant cells, animal cells. Okay, so these are some of the differences between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells, and it is given in your book also. The next topic is cell division. So a growth of a body is determined by the multiplication of cell, and it is called as cell division, in which a parent cell divides into two, giving rise to two daughter cells. Okay, so after a cell matures, that is, it grows enough in size, it stops increasing in size then, and it then divides to form two new daughter cell. Okay, so the process of repairing and healing of wounds mainly occurs due to the replacement of old cells by the new cells. Whenever you are hurt, you have an injury, what happens? The cells of that site where you are having injury in your body or skin, it wounds out, it turns out and damages, and the cell of that area dies. What happens? In place of that, a new skin arises. That means new cells arises in place of that. So it is the repairing and healing of wounds. So how this old cells are replaced by the new cells? It is through the process of cell division. Okay, so the cell division, how it starts once the cell is fully matures. First, the division of the nuclear material. This brown color is the nuclear material. First, the division of this nuclear material takes place. Once the nucleus divides into two, then the cell wall or cell membrane divides and it gives two daughter cells. This cell division process is very limited. It is very controlled and well organized. Means there is a specific process for following this cell division. If the cell division process is not controlled and it's uncontrolled and not well organized, what happens? The multiplication of cells become uncontrolled, which creates too much of cells than required in our body, and it lead to a tumor or a cancer. So the division and the multiplication of cell has to be in control. When it grows out of control, what happens? The cells in our body increases and it leads to tumor and cancer. Okay students, so here we finish up with our chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay, till now, take care. Bye bye.